Let me ask you something. Would you run your business on guesswork? Just hope for the best and see what happens? Obviously not. You use data, KPIs, and follow clear strategies. But when it comes to your body, are you holding the same standard? You just try whatever sounds reasonable, no clear objective or plan, and hoping it works. And when your schedule gets tight again, everything falls apart. It's not a discipline issue, it's a system problem. And it's the reason why your belly is still there. My name is Keller, creator of the Fit High Performer. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through how we've helped hundreds of executive men in Switzerland drop 10, 15, and even 20 plus kilos of belly fat and the strategic four-phase system behind it. One that works whether you're traveling every week or you have to entertain clients at business dinners. And even if everything you tried before didn't last. Just like Joseph, 11 kilos of belly fat gone in 4 months, but weight loss doesn't tell the full story.
Changing life experience. I keep telling people that changed my life.
Shortly after its transformation, Joseph was promoted to the VP position in his company for all Western Europe. When your body aligns with your standards, everything else follows. And I'll show you how you can get that too in a second. Look, I know, you're showing up at work and at home like a real leader would. It's not the problem. But there's this one area that doesn't match the rest. And if you're still watching, it's probably because the man in the mirror doesn't reflect who you are professionally. The pants are tighter than they should be. A flight of stairs makes you catch your breath a little bit too quickly. And when you're sitting down, your belly squishes and folds uncomfortably over your belt. All week, you're running on fumes, and by the weekend, just collapsing on the couch, while your kids want to spend time with you. Daddy is tired becomes their memory of you. And I know, you tried to fix it. The effort's been there, but nothing really lasted. You know why? You relied on motivation when you needed a system that respects your schedule. The men we work with don't have more time than you. They just have a different strategy. And in a minute, I'll show you exactly what that looks like. Once you apply the system, things change quite fast. You wake up fresh, energized, not crawling to the coffee machine just to feel normal. When you walk into rooms, you look sharp, confident, and people feel it immediately. You still go to client dinners, have your steak and wine, but without the guilt, because the system already accounts for it. And your wife notices too. The way she looks at you changes. When you catch your reflection and getting ready in the morning, you actually like what you see. You see self-respect staring back. But just to be clear, if you're telling yourself to handle this once things calm down, this is not for you. Your calendar isn't getting lighter and your metabolism isn't getting faster. But if you want a system that integrates into your schedule, takes decisions off your plate, and gives you measurable results every week, keep watching. Olivier was in the same place, successful in every way, but his body has been lagging behind since his early 30s. 10 months later, he was down 21 kilos, got promoted to the boardroom, and walked into meetings with a presence that commands respect.
Excel to medium. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can now wear anything I want, tight fits. Perfect.
You know, I get it. I've been through this whole shit myself. A few years ago, I was 108 kilos, completely out of shape, and I tried it all. Nothing really worked. Until I cracked the code and figured out what actually matters. I dropped 25 kilos in 7 months, and for the first time, shopping for clothes was actually something fun. But here's what I learned. The answer isn't more exercise. If you want to get in shape, stay in shape, be in control of your body, you need to understand this one thing. And I mean really understand. What you eat determines your body fat. How you train determines how you look at that body fat. So training is important, but it's not what's going to get you back into your old dress shirts. Over time, I've invested over 6 figures into learning some of the world's leading experts in health and human performance, sports and nutrition scientists, professional athletes, coaches who work with the S&P 500 CEOs, the type of people who actually know what works. And we build our strategies around exactly that, cutting out all the bullshit and focusing only what really moves the needle. Our average client loses their first 10 kilos sustainably in 4 months or less. And something we didn't even expect when we started. Over half of our clients get promoted within 6 months of their transformation. That's what happens when you treat your health as the valuable asset it really is. And that's exactly what we built the system to do. You're not getting cliches here like eat healthy or exercise more. You're getting the proven system I wish I had back then. By the way, below this video, there's a link to book a strategy call directly with me. We look at your situation and map out exactly what strategy would actually work for you. But first, let me show you why this works when everything else you have tried hasn't lasted. It comes down to a system we've refined across hundreds of executive clients and stress tested against the exact challenges you're dealing with right now. The 4-phase performance system. Phase 1, the operating audit. We start by analyzing your situation, your calendar, travel, your body, habits, and your risk factors. From there, we build a plan that fits you like a tailored suit, not some generic fluff. Some of our clients travel 15 days per month. Others work 70+ hour weeks. We built the foundation with respect of your reality. Phase 2, ignition. This is where the fat starts coming off. Not through extremes, but finally giving your body the right signals. Week 2, you're down 1 to 2 kilos. Week 4, your belt is 1 notch tighter. And by week 8, people start asking what you're doing. Phase 3, recomp. We're not just making you lighter. We're shaping you and building where it really matters. Most men still don't realize that muscle isn't just about how you look. It's the engine of your metabolism, your best protection against aging, and your single most important asset for a long and vital life. And on top of that, you won't have to tell people that you work out. They can see it. Phase 4, control. This is what everyone skips, and exactly why over 90% of men regain everything they lost, because they don't know how to maintain it once it's achieved. Here, we lock in the new structure and solidify the habits that keep your body from bouncing back, so you can finally break the stupid yo-yo cycle for good and get back in control. That control runs on data. You track all sorts of KPIs in business. Your body has metrics too. But until now, nobody has shown you which KPIs keep you performing at a high level. We track the metrics that actually drive results and break through plateaus that stop most men along the way. Most personal trainers and nutritionists stop at training and meal plans. We go a layer deeper. We look under the hood and address the root cause. Cholesterol that is too high, elevated cortisol, testosterone that keeps dropping, things that might be holding you back without you even knowing. We use your blood work as feedback so we can address issues early before they turn into bigger problems. While others are handing out medication or using Ozempic, we're fixing what's actually broken. And all of this, the whole strategy, takes our clients on average 2 hours per week or even less. Hilarios couldn't get rid of his belly either. Intermittent fasting, rowing 5 times a week, using various supplements, nothing happened. A few months in, he dropped 10 kilos of fat and got his LDL cholesterol back into a healthy range.
My cholesterol almost halved. I never believed that would be possible. I wonder how I waited so long to get a coach.
Now think back to the moment when your previous attempts didn't survive. Not at the start, but when real life hit. Travel stress, a bad week, that's where most plans fall apart and you're right back at square one. This time is different because you're not doing this alone. You have someone in your corner who has solved these exact problems hundreds of times for men at your level before. So this time, progress continues when before, your reality would have derailed it. Now, if you try to exercise more, but your belly is still there, if you tried eating healthy, but bounced back right away, if you hired a personal trainer, but he never got you the results you really wanted, and if you attempted programs that would never fit your schedule realistically, I can tell you, you're not the problem, and you don't lack discipline. Your professional path proves that. But if you're thinking, I just need to be more disciplined and figure this out on my own, that's the same thought that kept you stuck until now. Discipline isn't your issue. The strategy is. Look, your life has changed. Schedule, stress, metabolism are all different now. You've just invested effort into tactics that either don't do much or just don't fit your reality. No surprise, it didn't work. But here's what most men will never understand. Taking care of yourself is not a seasonal thing. It's not something you do every January. It has to integrate into your lifestyle, despite the travel, despite the long hours, despite the hectic seasons. That's the only way this will ever last. And you know that. Now, if you're ready to close the gap between the executive you've become and the man you see in the mirror, if you're done guessing, done with temporary fixes and ready for permanent results, click the button below and book your strategy call. We only work with a handful of men at a time. If the button is still available, it means we have space for you. We'll skip the fluff and you get a clear custom plan to finally handle this part of your life. Because this was never about just losing weight. It's about finally wearing that slim fit suit without it pulling tight. It's about looking at photos of yourself and actually liking what you see. It's about walking into meetings with an authority that commands attention. And most importantly, it's about becoming the role model your kids deserve. The father who has energy for play and adventures, and who shows them what leadership truly means. You've built a success, but if your body still feels like the weak link, it won't fix itself, and you're not getting younger. If you're done restarting every few months, click the button below and let's get this sorted once and for all.